All right. Since I want this to happen, Lexi, you get to recap last session.
Thank God.
Hey, Lexi!
Get
Okay,
the remembering.
so last session was just the one where we like fought everything, right? Like fought the tentacle monster that was controlling like all of Eladrian's crew, his old crew. His not Boothang, his like bestie like stabbed me. So like that wasn't cool. I didn't appreciate that. But she wasn't in her right mind, so like we're cool now. But also Zar like fireballed everybody except for me because he loves me. And then he almost died. And I almost died. I was at like 5 HP. And there was just a lot happening. There was a lot of like mind control happening. Stopping said mind control. I just remember that we killed everything, and the crew, the Eladrian's old crew, was taken in, and now we are sailing together.
Indeed, you are all sailing together. And
I'm so sorry for the horrible recap. I'm just like, I just remember we killed stuff.
I'm pretty sure that's accurate. I mean, we can combat.
It was a very heavy combat experience last time.
And it was great.
It was.
And after the battle, you know, you guys kind of did a little, or Midas repaired the ship. I think he rolled a nat 20 on his repairing over there, so he was able to clean that up quite nicely. But you guys saw, or at least noticed, that a storm was brewing, and it was heading towards you guys. And Lieutenant Jacob asked you all to, or especially Eladrin, he asked you to help man the Tyrantania with the rest of the Mighty Ducks in order to weather the storm, as they are without their captain, as they're currently holding Wendina down below on the Archer. So with that, you guys see Jacob say, "Great, a storm, just what we need. The ships need to be further away from one another before the storm hits, lest we risk the waves throwing us into each other. Eladrin, you're familiar with that ship and its crew. Take a boat over with your friends there and help them weather the storm. I'll handle the Archer."
Right? Okay. Right, so we're going to go across. Let's go. I think we already got there.
Yeah, so just a little recap. Alright, so the storm is approaching rapidly. The dark clouds begin to pass above your heads, blocking out what little sunshine that there was remaining in the day. A light rain begins to drop down slowly. But in a few minutes, it changes into a heavy deluge, soaking you all in rainwater. The winds are picking up as the waves begin to get larger and larger, making it difficult to hold your footing. The crew of the Tyrantania are doing everything they can to keep the ship from tearing apart in the storm. Bill Rund, Barnaclebeard will yell out to the party, "Someone grab the wheel. We need all hands on deck to make it through the storm." What do you guys do?
Grab the wheel! Grab the... Someone!
You're the only one that knows how to sail.
Yeah, I've never sailed in my life.
I will...
on a boat.
I will grab it!
Alright.
Please don't crash this ship. Please don't crash this ship. I don't want to die.
You don't get to decide if you are not the one dying.
What do you mean I don't get to decide that? What are you talking about?
You are not driving. I don't take back ship drivers.
Just focus.
I cannot focus with all the chattering in my ear.
Well, I can decide whether I drag you to hell with me. So
Chatter,
you
chatter,
better,
chatter,
you better stick
chatter,
to-
chatter, chatter, chatter,
As long as
chatter,
I'm not
chatter,
included,
chatter.
I'm okay.
Alright, so we're going into a little bit of a skill challenge here, guys.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Oh god, we're gonna die.
So,
Oh! No written saves, right?
well, we'll see. There might be one just for you. Who knows?
That's
Oh
not
god.
Yes.
whale.
Whale.
The rain is pouring thick, and every moment above is strained aboard the ship is strained against the powerful winds. You can see that the winds are forcing the boat off course and pushing it towards the archer. Before you can help right the ship, you have to make sure you don't fall over yourselves. So how do you guys kind of steady yourselves on the ship? What do you guys do?
Oh shit, that's a skill challenge.
How do we steady ourselves onto the ship?
Drag, hold me, and I'll jump on the drag's back.
Alright.
She wraps her arm around his legs to hold him still, and she's like, "What do we do?"
All right,
Oh,
now
no.
are we piggybacking or are we Are we frontwards piggyback?
All the way up on my shoulders, like a kid style, and I'm like holding onto his legs.
Very safe in a storm.
Yes.
Super safe.
I'm just like
Because-
holding on to her head.
Because safety is Drag's main concern.
Honestly.
Hey, Drag, you have Zara on your head. What are you gonna do to keep yourself safe? The ship is rocking quite violently back and forth at this moment.
We're going to hug the map.
All right.
Yep.
So go over there and roll. Now, how do you want to hold on to it? Are you kind of getting just a big tight squeeze on it, and a big bear hug as best you can?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I take one of the ropes and kind of like lash it around my waist, or try to the best I can, and then just like tree hugs the map. Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm going to let you decide. Do you want to make a... Well, I have a feeling I know what it's going to be. You can make a sleight of hand check to see if the knot holds tight, or you could roll athletics check to make sure that you are hugging that thing like crazy.
I'm going to pick the athletic plane. That's an 11.
All right. So
Hopefully
you...
it's okay.
with Zara up on your shoulders, and Zara, do you do me a favor? Roll an athletics check as well to see how well you're able to keep your legs firmly wrapped around Drag's shoulders.
Athletics. I skipped one
Damn.
day.
Shiza.
4.
All
5
right.
minus 4.
Oh no.
Oh no!
All right, Aladrin,
That's tragic.
What are you doing?
So I am at the helm, right? And I have my hands upon the steering of the ship. And I think what I am going to do is just kind of I think okay, this is going to work. All right? I'm going to cast levitate on myself.
Okay.
So I can just kind of float above the deck, and I can still hold on to the ship, the steering ship wheel. There's a name for it. I know it because I'm an experienced sailor and I know what this is called. But anyway, and so I'm going to just float here and hold on to the thing. And kind of I envision kind of like a gyroscope. Like I stay still as the ship moves around me, which may not work in my favor, but
Yeah.
I don't always do the smartest thing.
Do me a favor, I'm gonna let you roll performance on that as you kind of deftly float above, kind of like you say, gyroscopically. So like your legs are kind of wobbling a little bit, but you're holding yourself tight against the mast there. All right, with 25, good stuff. Midas, what are you doing?
Midas could just tie the rope he has in his inventory. Tie himself to the mast if that's still available.
Oh, there's the mast is getting full of people.
I know.
Roll sleight of hand for me to tie that knot and fasten it.
Can Midas add his proficiency since he's proficient in Reaver tools?
Weaver tools. Do they use rope?
Weaving?
Yeah, go ahead. You're good at it. You know how to tie a knot. You go ahead and do it.
was like, oh, well, weaving is braiding.
No,
Okay,
they
so
have
that,
what are the
18.
tools? Is that like a little crochet set? I don't know. What do you use?
bunch of things.
Yeah, it could be a bunch of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Potentially.
All right, 15. Awesome,
Like
awesome.
threads and shit.
And Corey, what are you doing?
How far am I from like the door to like the below deck?
You're all right now on like the top deck. You're maybe only like 15 feet away from it. Like the center mast is maybe like 15 feet away from the being able to go inside and down.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and go inside and down because the mast is looking pretty full.
All right, go ahead and just make me So I'll let you choose either like acrobatics or athletics, I guess, to kind of maintain your footing.
Acrobatics for sure.
All right.
The 24.
All right. Skittles coming in hot with an 18. He's rolling on here. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so as the ship rocks back and forth quite violently against the flurrying winds of the storm, you all make an effort to keep your footing. And as the Tyrantania gains momentum, as a large wave carries the ship to the top of the cresting wave, a large downward slope pulls the Tyrantania forward at a rapid pace. Everyone, let's say, okay, so I need... rolling hot here. All right, so let's see. Okay. All right, so Drag and Czar. Unfortunately, as the Tyrantania gets pulled up, Drag, you lose your grip on the mast, and the knot comes undone as you and Czar are kind of flung down onto your backs. And I need everybody to make a either a strength, constitution, or dexterity saving throw. Take your pick.
Okay. I'll do dex.
Strength, constitution, or dexterity saving throw. Oh, fine. Fantastic.
Yo!
Dang.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Rolling so
That's
bad right now.
very good rolls.
All right, perfect. Yeah, so you guys are able to steady yourselves as the ship kind of goes down this cresting wave at a rapid pace, and Eladrin, you're able to keep a hold of the wheel and steer the Tyrantania out of direct collision course of the heading into the Archer.
Hard to starboard! Or port, whichever!
And as you kind of turn the ship out of the way of the Archer, you can all feel that the Tyrantania is getting beaten by the waves on its port side, and you can feel the wood cracking down below. Corey, with you being down there, you can kind of see the internal wood splintering a little bit. And the ropes that tie up the sails along the railings are slowly unraveling due to the wind and water. An unfurled sail in a storm can lead to disaster. And the ship also still needs to be steered to keep the entire boat from rolling over or worse, or even breaking apart altogether. So in seeing all that situation play out, what do you guys want to do? You guys see some of the ropes starting to get unfastened. Cracks are appearing in the hull. Little spouts of water are kind of coming through the water or through the cracks in the wood. Things are going to hell in a handbasket real fast.
Oh.
Look out!
Oh, good.
I got nothing.
Eladrian, if you're still at the wheel, do me a favor, make a wisdom check for me.
Wisdom check, okay.
And you can add, you can roll at advantage because of your sailing history.
Good thing. Not that it helped me.
All right.
Damn.
Just because I did it doesn't mean I was good at it.
All right. Dragons, you guys are pulling yourselves up as the rain is just pounding down on top of you. What do you guys do?
Jackie, we're supposed to hold on. Now we're sliding.
I tried. I can't do both at the same time.
I'm sorry. It's
Here,
totally my fault.
you hold
anyways.
on first.
Okay. Well, wait, we
And,
got this cracks and stuff. Okay, go. Sorry.
We try to pull ourselves up
Yeah,
together.
and you guys can see like a lot of the crew of the Tyrantania are sprinting to the sides and trying to tie down the unfurling ropes for the sails. And they look over to you and they say, "We need a little help here."
And I'm like, Czar, you stay here on this rope, and I'm gonna go over there to them.
Okay.
Hold on.
Whatever.
Right.
And drag like slides over. Let's see if that works.
All right, Jag, you slide over, and do me a favor, just roll a strength check for me as you try to help tie down the ropes. Czar, what are you doing?
Knowing that I will not be able to do that, because I'm not a massively bound dragonborn, I'll kind of see some of the cracks and stuff like that, and I'll kind of slide to that, and I'll start using mending to kind of keep the cracks and stuff together.
Awesome. Roll in Arcana for me as you are concentrating on these mending spells in the downpour rain. I did not have any proficiency in Arcana. Oh, you do have a...
Dude, it's +7.
Oh wow.
Right. Okay, and Corey, what are you doing? You're down below, and you're getting kind of rocked back and forth with the ship. You can see the interior of the Tyrantania. Lots of things are being kind of toppled over. Lots of like kitchenware, lots of supplies, barrel, things like that. They're just getting tossed back and forth in this vicious storm.
Oof. I definitely want to stay out of the way of like the barrels and stuff. Just to try and get to an area where I can just like, I don't know. I'm not in danger of getting toppled over by one of those.
All right, so you're just trying to keep your feet as everything's getting thrown around in there.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think?
Just try to hang on.
What do you want to roll on this? What do you think would be appropriate?
Probably acrobatics.
All right, go ahead and roll acrobatics as you try to, as the land-faring heron gun is trying to keep the sea legs.
Ooh.
All right, 22, amazing. And so Midas, what are you doing?
So I know Zar and Drag is both doing things before him. So what's left that he can still see? Because I know he's not on the bottom with Corey.
Yeah. So once again, the ship is getting pushed quite viciously by the waves. You can kind of see Eladrian's struggling a little bit to kind of hold the helm and keep it steady.
But just a little bit struggle.
Just a little bit. You can see that a lot of like the cannons on the top are like their chains are really close to snapping. They have chains that kind of lock the cannons into place, so when they fire, they have the kickback, but they don't basically fly back across the deck. So these chains are starting to bend and break, and it might not be the chain so much, but the wood that they're actually attached to on the top deck. You can see there's a lot of like panicked crewmen. They're just kind of trying their best to hold on to the mast as tightly as they can. Some of the braver ones are with Drag, trying to make sure that the mast doesn't unfurl. It's just kind of more of a mass panic. So you can try to either, maybe aid something and make sure nobody gets injured, or you could, kind of just worry about yourself and try to keep yourself safe.
Got it. Yeah, so he's gonna notice that the cannons are like fracturing, like the wood is fracturing and the chains look suspicious. And he's gonna untie himself from the mast and go over there so he can cast mending and keep that ship steady.
All right. So you run over and do a mending. So you can. Do you have woodworking tools as well? Proficiency.
Surprisingly, no. That's the one thing I don't have. I do have 5 tool proficiencies, but that is not one of them.
All right. So I'll just have you roll an Arcana, just like Zar did then. All right, beautiful. Yeah, so Eladrin, you're trying to keep everything steady, but you're having a difficult time with the force of the waves pushing against the ship. You're having a hard time really just holding on to the helm as your grip slips from the water raining down on you, and you see just the wheel just spin really quickly, and you try your best to brace it and hold it. You kind of throw your whole body into it to stop it from spinning, and you're able to do so, but just barely. And Drag, you're able to help out the rest of the crew. You're able to pull the rope tight, and you're basically like two-handed grabbing these ropes. You're really showing up the rest of these pirates, these seasoned veterans here. You're holding the ropes pretty much like almost on your own. The 2 of them are holding onto it, and you got like 2 lengths of rope in your hand, just kind of coiled around, and you're holding it very, very tightly. Zar, you try your best to cast that mending spell, but as the ship rocks, like you're kind of maybe like, I want to imagine Zar's like on his like hands and knees, like casting the magic over the mending, over the cracking, and the ship tilts, and you just see Zar just like slide away. Corey, you're able to very nimbly, like duck, dive, and dodge all of the things, the debris flying throughout the kitchen.
I imagine it's like Donkey Kong, like jumping over barrels and
Exactly. You're able to do it very successfully, but you see a couple of the crewmen get absolutely decked by a few barrels and things like that, and just get knocked into the side of the walls as you're able to keep your footing. And Midas, as you run over and try to anchor down the chains, you're having a hard time keeping your footing on this the slippery deck up top, but you're able to successfully cast the mending spell and anchor down the cannon that seemed to be on its last legs. Now, Eladrian, I would like you to roll a d20 for me.
Right?
Yeah, roll a d20 for me.
A 13. It is a lucky number.
13. All right, perfect. So as you once again brace the helm from spinning out of control, you're able to very with a lot of effort, get yourself back into proper helmsman position, holding 2 hands on the wheel, 10 and 2, and you got it, and you're able to kind of keep the ship balanced. But I would also need everybody to roll another Constitution, Dexterity, or Strength save.
Hold on, everyone! Oh, it's okay.
Oof.
Nat 20.
Coming in
I think
hot.
blue would be very good. Oh, did it turn green? Is that new?
Yeah, I've been noticing that.
Ooh. Fancy.
Spiffy.
It's cool.
All right, so everyone's able to keep their footing, but Drag, you unfortunately slip and you fall prone. You're still holding on to the ropes, so it's like you're on your back, but your arms are kind of straight up. And as the Tyrantania steadies itself from the rolling waves, you hear the voice of Billrun Barnaclebeard yell out, "The sea beast! The sea beast is back! Watch out for its tentacles!" And in the darkness of the storm and the constant lightning strikes, you can see in the flashes of light those same tentacles from earlier reaching out, trying to grab a hold of your ship. And what do you guys do as these tentacles start appearing? Corey, you can't see them, but you kind of hear some yelling up above you. But the rest of you see these tentacles kind of just up, and they're like kind of thrashing about in the. It's almost like a strobe light effect with all the lightning happening, and the tentacles are just kind of like whipping and lashing around.
What do we do?
Eladrian, do me a favor. You're at the helm still. So roll in. I want you to roll an intelligence check for me.
Okay. That's about right.
All right. Awesome.
Higher than I expected.
I was saying, you know, I like to set expectations low.
All right. So you can see the tentacles kind of whipping and lashing around. You see it kind of. One tentacle just flies over top of all you guys, and it strikes the mast, and you can hear it splinter. And a lot of the crewmen are yelling out, "Fire the cannons! We need to fire the cannons and get rid of this beast!" So, Drag, you're currently lying prone, holding onto these ropes, but the couple of pirates on the ship of the Tyrantania, they are able to grab the ropes from you and secure it to the mast, giving you an opportunity to try and do something else.
Yeah, she yells at everybody who can hear her, "I'm not getting stuck under the boat again!" And she starts running to the cannons.
All right, awesome. So you run towards the cannons, and are you wanting to fire it?
I would like to try, yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Let's have you. I'm gonna have you roll. You kind of helped out with Tinker down below on your voyage here, and you kind of got an idea of how these ships and cannons worked a little bit. But in this high-stress situation, I'm going to need you to roll a history check to remember how that works. Oh. And I unfortunately have to ask you to roll that at disadvantage, as when you fell down prone, you bonked your head pretty good.
I'm not doing so good. Oh no.
So Drag, you try to light this cannon, but you realize you don't have anything to light the cannon with. You're just like
trying to clap at it.
you're just clapping over the wick of the cannon, and nothing's happening.
Because I saw somebody do it with flint one time, and I just didn't realize there was anything in their hands, so I'm just trying to clap at it. You know, it didn't work.
Midas, you just mended the cannon down to the ground, and Drag just ran over top of you and is currently clapping over top of the wick of the cannon. What do you want to do?
Girl, what are you doing?
I'm helping.
Focus!
I'm helping.
Help! You need fire! And these tentacles are just up above us, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, they're like thrashing above you. They're not like it, like they're kind of just like all over the place. Like it's kind of just like thrashing about after the damage it took from your guys' previous encounter. It's like back for revenge, and it's just like going wild.
Don't make me feel inferior. I only have lightning.
What do you think and then he's gonna cast massive missiles at the remaining tentacles.
All right. Go ahead and just roll the damage for it.
There's one. Come on, dice. We'll go a little bit faster for me. There we go.
All right. Midas, describe how you do this.
He's kind of like still yelling at Drag as he's doing this, and his hands just waving about. He's like, "Are you fucking dumb?" And he's just like, as he's like talking with his hands, the missiles just kind of like go off his fingers, and then just like swirl around before hitting the tentacles. Almost like it's going to hit Drag, but it's not.
So the couple of bolts fly towards Dreg, and then at the last minute just veer away from her and just circle around her and head towards the tentacles. One of the tentacles was about to come and slap down on you guys, but it gets hit with some of these magic missiles, and it gets pushed back a little bit. Zar, what are you doing? So you're kind of like sliding on your hands and knees down.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like catch one of the cracks that are like forming in the ship from the storm, and I'll kind of right myself up, and I'll see the tendrils slashing, and kind of see like Eladrin by himself by the helm. I'll be like, Eladrin, you gotta get us out of here, and I'll kind of run behind him, and I'll try to protect him from any tendrils that come his way. That way he can swerve us out of here.
All right, and what's like? How are you kind of preparing for that?
Anything that comes close, I'm gonna cast like a burning hands, but I will change the burn to a lightning.
Awesome. All right. So let's have you roll. Let me give you another shot. Roll Arcana for me, and roll it at advantage because you've used burning hands quite a many times.
Quite a many times.
Doing Arcana, right?
Yeah, Arcana.
Nice. Okay, here we go.
Oh, buddy.
Awesome. All right.
All right, just check.
Perfect.
Just
Good.
checking.
All right. So you see some of the tentacles. Eladrin's very focused on keeping the helm straight and kind of directing you guys through all these whipping tentacles. So you see one large tentacle start kind of emerge from behind, and it's coming down towards Eladrin and yourself, Zar. So describe what you do in this situation.
Yeah, so as I see it kind of coming down, the book opens and a giant dragon, or not giant, but a dragon's head pops out. A red dragon's head pops out of the book, and I'll take a blue rune, toss it in there, and it'll breathe out lightning as I do a lightning hand.
Awesome. So you cast your lightning hands, very Darth Sidious of you. Shoot lightning out of your hands.
Idiots.
And the tentacle is struck by your lightning, and you see it kind of like quiver and kind of convulse a little bit as it immediately and quite quickly withdraws back down into the ocean.
I got you, Eladrin. You're protected.
Thank you. I'm going to need it.
Corey, what are you doing down there?
So I think she'll try and help the people who did like fall over, so that way they're not trampled by more things.
Yeah, so you see like one or two of the crewmen are kind of like bleeding from the head. You can see one of them like clutching his arm. And right now the ship's not violently rocking. Some of the big barrels and stuff like that have kind of cracked and splintered. They're not rolling around anymore. It's just kind of bits of wooden shrapnel everywhere. So what are you doing to help these people?
Yeah, let's see what I have in my inventory. I don't have too much in the way of like helping to heal them, but I could try to like take some scraps of like from like an old set of clothes to try and like make like makeshift like tourniquets basically, and like just try and help stop the bleeding from like their arms and like their head and stuff.
Yeah, and is this like clothing you had, or like
yeah, like an old outfit?
Yeah, the one before,
like an old dress.
Yeah, before Midas gave you that one.
Yeah.
I would say, is this Midas approved?
No, it's like her starting dress, like the
Okay,
one she first had. Yeah. No, this is not the new outfit.
Yeah. So do me a favor, roll that medicine check for me.
All right.
As you attempt to kind of patch up some of these battered and bruised shipmates.
Well, that's an 8.
All right. Well, you know what? You're able to help out the guy whose head is bleeding, but you don't really know how to, put this guy's arm in like a splint or anything like that. Like you're not really trained. You've patched up Dess's little scrapes and boo boos, but nothing this severe. You know how to like stop a scrape and stuff like that, but a broken or dislocated arm might be a little bit outside of your realm of expertise.
Got it.
Well,
I tried my best.
Oh, thank you anyway. This really hurts my arm. Oh,
I'm so sorry.
Aladrian, do me a favor. Roll I want you to roll a D20
Around.
Just a D20
Okie-dokie.
with advantage.
Flat one. With advantage, of course.
Yeah, as your sailing knowledge allows you to, plot the course, weaving in and out of these, tentacles that are waving around. Ooh, good thing that was at advantage.
Oh, kidding, man.
So as the lightning flashes, Aladrian, your keen sailing intuition of over 10 years kind of takes, almost like instinctually takes over. And the waves aren't as vicious as they were, and you're able to get a good handle of the helm as you kind of spin it, to the left, like a bit like one of those big spins you see in the movie, just whoosh,
Right.
and and it spins around, and then you right it, and then you spin it the other way as you kind of weave the Tyrantania ship that you're very familiar with through the tentacles successfully. And you can see that as you are successfully going back and forth through these tentacles, they are trying their best to swipe at you guys, but with Aladrian's careful navigation, you guys are able to get through.
Bob and weed.
The storm surges on, and in a turn of fate, the lightning raining down from the sky strikes one of the tentacles, and you guys hear like a loud, like almost guttural noise coming from below you. As you can see, all the tentacles retreat back down into the depths of the water. But in another flash of lightning, a large crack can be heard. And you look up, Aladrian, and you can see that the main sail has burst into flames.
The sails are on fire!
The quick downpour of rain quickly puts out the fire, but the sail needs to be replaced in order to help with the steering. So what do you guys do in this situation?
Midas! Get your needles!
I know. I gotta get up there.
Get up. Do you need help getting up there? Do you want me to throw you? Drag! Throw him!
Wait.
Launch him up there! Drag quickly! We are going to crash!
Fuck. You heard him, Drag. Just gently.
Throw him!
Okay.
Gently, hard! Get him up there! Throw! Go now!
Picks
Gently.
him up by his pants and tries to throw him.
Drag, would you like to rage while you do this?
I would love to, in fact. That is something I would love to do. Yes.
All right, perfect. So, Drag, you make an athletics check with advantage as you attempt to shot put Midas up to the top.
Oh, wow.
Oh, amazing. So,
Oh, fucking right!
Drag picks you up by the waist, Midas, kind of almost like you'll see it in like the circus where they like quickly bring you up onto her shoulder, lined like kind of, she starts squatting down, and in just a Drag, why don't you explain how you do this?
So got him like, you know how you do like an underwater surge and you try and push someone up out of the water to launch them? That's kind of how it looks. And I'm crouching down and got him in a launch position, and then I shove as hard as possible.
Amazing.
Yep.
And Midas, you go absolutely flying at like a record speed.
I said gently.
And with like the precision, like she's throwing a dart at a dartboard, you get launched up and you like land right in the crow's nest.
Oh my god. I'm alive.
Yeah, you're alive. You're alive.
Quickly, Midas! Midas, quickly replace the sail, Midas! Quickly!
Okay. Midas is just like fumbling for his needles so he can cast mending on the sails.
All right, perfect. So yeah, you grab your stuff, and you can do Arcana check, sleight of hand check, and if you have, and I know you got proficiency in it, so you can add that to the roll.
Can I aid him in a way?
Yeah.
I don't need it.
How do you want to? Okay.
Keep
Well, we'll say, Zar, how would you aid him?
Keep your mouth to yourself.
Okay. Seeing him fly up there, I would snap and monkey anything would appear on his shoulders and kind of push some magic through
I
him.
feel that's the opposite of aiding Midas.
Monkey anything would kind of look at him and be like, woo-hoo, just shrug his shoulders.
Yeah.
And he'll point at the sail.
Monkey anything is an extra set of hands for Midas.
He's like, here, hold this. Scalpel.
Yeah, he's holding your toolkit for you.
White thread.
He's got like three
Little
hands,
ooh,
2 hands in his
sorry.
tail, just holding all the things.
Seam Ripper.
And he's able to help Midas fix the mast up pretty nicely. And let's see what else we got here. Corey, what are you doing over there?
Aside from helping people, yeah, I think. Can I attempt to help that one guy again? I feel bad.
Oh, it's totally okay if you can't
No,
help
let me try it. Let me try it again.
Alright, go ahead.
What should do even? Okay, 13.
All right. So explain how you kind of help this guy out. It looks like his arm. Now that you kind of get a closer look, the ship's not rocking as violently. You're not like worried about your safety immediately at this moment. The motherly instincts are taking over, and you want to help out this grizzled looking pirate man as he sits there.
Yeah, she's just gonna try and like keep his arms still, and just try and like wrap a fabric, just like rip a strip of it off of her old skirt and just like try and wrap it around him so it's not moving or anything, so it can just kind of stay in place.
Yeah, so you see the perfect sized bit of lumber that was kind of knocked off from a barrel, and you grab that, you use it as like a brace for his arm to keep it straight, and you wrap some of this ripped and torn old dress that you had, and you're able to brace this guy's arm. He says, "Oh, thank you so much. Oh, it still really hurts, but it feels a little bit better."
Ah, no problem. See, it just needed a little bit of time. I just need to figure it out. But there you go. And then she'll go back up above deck to see what's happening with her friends.
And as you walk up, you see Midas is up top on the crow's nest, and he's with Monkey Anything. They're quickly patching up the sail that was kind of burnt and had some holes in it. Zar is probably looking through Anything's eyes at the moment. Dreg is quite content with her amazing throw, and she's just kind of like sitting there patting herself on the back, looking over to the other pirates who kind of look over to her and say, that was impressive.
She gives him a slight flex of her arm.
And Aladrian, as you continue to steer the ship, I need you to make either a wisdom or intelligence check. And because of all the assistance of everyone else, you can add 3 to the roll. Just a straight, or just an intelligence or wisdom check and add 3 to it.
9.
Go wisdom check.
All right, perfect. Okay. So as you continue to sail the ship, Aladrian, the lightning is coming down quite fiercely. And Corey, as you kind of walk up and out of the area, you know how on like pirate ships, it's like the doors there. There's like the 2 set of stairs that go up to a little bit of a higher elevation area. Anyways, a bolt of lightning comes down and strikes the ship over there, and it kind of like it sends like a course of electrical currents going through the very soaked top deck, and everyone takes let's see how much you guys take.
None.
Oh.
And Eladrian, you're floating, so you don't really feel it.
I am floating.
That
Like
roll
a
for
leaf
me.
on the. I float like a leaf on the wind.
Rolling slowly. Oh boy, that is a 14. So everyone that's is touching the wood takes 14 lightning damage.
Quick question. Last session, did we take a short rest or a long rest?
Short.
Okay, cool. Just want to double check.
Yeah, short rest. So you guys feel the course of lightning just shoot through everyone. You see the Eladrin, you can see all of the mighty ducks, except for yourself, are kind of just convulsing a little bit as the electrical current shocks through everyone. But your feet are levitating off the ground. You see all of your former pirate crew. You see Bill Run Barnaclebeard, he's getting electrocuted a little bit too. And you can see like steam rising off of everyone's tops of their heads.
What's wrong with you?
And
Why is everyone float? What is wrong with all of them? Hello? This is no time to be playing around.
and Eladrian, with your senses still intact of not being electrocuted there, you're able to steer the Tyrantania out of the storm as it passes above you all. And the crew of the Tyrantania, they're helping pick one another up. They're here to help you guys up a little bit. A lot of them were battered during the storm, as Corey saw. Some of them have broken limbs. The other ones are staunching some of the bleeding from the wounds that they've received. Even you guys are kind of just staunching some wounds from minor cuts or scrapes from the wood and things like that have splintered during that time. And in the not so far distance, you can see the archer also emerge from the storm, having held its own through the storm. And Midas, you kind of peer over and you can see that the mask that you did such deft work on is like flawless. It is perfectly intact.
So impressive.
Thank you.
Almost as good as my father.
What?
Anything will kind of shake his head.
So the storm has died down, and the weather is now back to its sunny disposition as the dark clouds have gone away. And Eladrian, you see someone on the archer kind of beckon you. You can see specks in the crow's nest waving like a blue flag, and you know that means that they want you to approach.
All right, we're going to port. Everyone hold on. This one I'm doing on purpose. It's not the storm. We are going. We're going to go see Specs.
All right. So you guys head towards the archer, and you pull up pretty close beside it. And right now, let's take a little break. Take a little 5-minute break.
Okay. 5 minutes.
You look like 5 minutes.
You look
Sorry.
like 5 minutes.
Sorry.
5 minutes old.
You're 5 minutes young. What?
What?
I don't know.
So, you got Eladrian. You pull the Tyrantania alongside the archer. They drop a small dinghy boat and sail it over to you guys. You see the bosun Claude climb up the side of the Tyrantania to see you all. And he says, I see you made it through the storm. Quite good.
Aye, we weathered it.
Yes,
Battens down the hatches.
and we did too, thanks to your friend over there. And he points over to you, Midas.
Midas salutes.
Hell of a job on the mast. Held strong all through the storm.
I know. I am pretty good.
And
I don't think I like ships very much. Ugh, I feel sick.
roll a Constitution save.
Okay.
Oh,
Who? Oh wait, no, he's a different guy.
Oh, 18.
No tossing the cookies for us.
You're able to swallow it back down.
Ugh.
And Claude, the bosun, says, the sea life isn't for everybody. That's okay. Hopefully, once we get back to shore, if you don't want to come out to sea again, you don't have to. But how about the rest of the gents here? How is everyone holding up?
Ship shape, Captain.
We're alive.
Yeah, it got a little sketchy there, but you know, we had such a great captain. It worked out.
It seems like he managed the storm quite well. Well, Jacob would like to speak with you, Eladrian, if you have the
Aye.
time. We have a little bit of time before we get back to Balland. We should be there by the end of the day. So, you know, we just got a little bit of time to kill. We're gonna make up some patches, a little bit of patchwork on the Archer. I don't know what needs to be done here on the Tyrantania. And Bilrun Barnaclebeard kind of very struts up and kind of puffs his chest out. These are two dwarves that are like heights exactly the same. And he says, we need any of your help. We'll manage ourselves. Thank you very much. And Claude just nods over to him, and he says, well, we'll leave a dinghy over if you want to come over to the Archer. And Claude hops back down and starts sailing back.
Right.
So we got a little bit of time to kill. So what do you guys want to do?
Sweet Eladrin, who are you going to talk to?
Yeah, he said he wanted me to talk to someone,
I think so, right? Did I hear that right?
so I should go over there.
I don't know.
I think so. I'll
Hey.
just swim.
He said Lieutenant Jacob would like to talk with you.
Yeah, on the other ship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there went my ride.
You see, you look down and you see there's another kind of dinghy there with a Vrento guard. He's just chilling. He's waiting for you guys if you want to come over.
Yeah, I'm going to go next door to the Archer. Does anybody want to come with me?
Yes, I don't want to leave you unsupervised.
Me unsupervised. It's okay. Let us go.
I mean, this makes a good point.
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, you know.
A
don't know.
lot can happen.
I know that's the
Hey.
fun of it.
A lot has happened.
No, anything is possible.
The last time he left you unsupervised, you got a donkey.
Hey, don't you talk about Philippe?
A sick donkey.
He was a caring
Philippe.
and giving man. How dare you talk to our captain like that?
Philippe was such a sweet, sweet animal. All he needed was a good home.
Oh my god, look where you get started. Corey.
Philippe,
Come on. Don't hold this
why did
sheep
you
up.
bring him up?
I'm just saying, that's what happens. That's what happens when we leave you unsupervised.
It was
Hey,
days
no.
ago. Get over it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going.
Drag starts taunting Eladrian. You should get a tattoo of him.
A Philippe tattoo? The best idea.
You know, I think Midas is
Forever
just
be
like
remembered.
a tattoo artist with a fabric, so
I mean, I know how to do them. If you,
Yeah.
if you want.
You can do a poke and stick?
Yeah,
Idea.
Stick and poke? Poke me.
I can do sick and pokes.
Alright, this is a good idea. Okay, so I will do the drawing of Philippe,
Midas is like looking at Eladrin with like mischievous grin.
Eladrin, Eladrin. You realize what
Yes.
you're asking, right? You're asking for Midas to stab you.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's already done it once. You've seen my legs.
Yeah,
Like-
he's
like
done
I
it
was-
many times. But
Okay,
he's
well,
giving
you
you
know,
free
it's-
reign to stab you again and do it permanently with like permanent ink. Who's to say he won't
Maybe-
just stab a dick into you or something?
It's stabby dick. Okay, that is possible.
Roll insight against Midas there, Eladrin.
Okay, insight. Here we go. Oh, that's a good one. That's gonna work.
Midas, do you want to roll anything against that? Do you? I'll let you guys choose either like
Come on,
per-
intimidation.
intimidation, persuasion, deception. However you want that. However you want that little smirk you have to come off.
I hand.
You
just-
trust him with your life.
I hand my this drawing.
Oh my god.
His name is Philippe, but I didn't know how to spell
Oh
Philippe.
my god.
Wow. You.
It is a perfect likeness. It is exactly like him.
All this.
Just now.
D-Train, can you add this like in post, like put it up like when you're editing it? Because like people need to see this drawing. It's literally like an MS Paint doodle of a horse, and he's saying, "I'm Juan."
Come on.
I thought it was Philippe.
It is.
Yeah,
My name is Philippe.
I don't know how to spell Philippe. I cannot spell Philippe. I could not spell Philippe, so I put one.
That's not how you spell it?
spell it. You named him. You
What
named
does it
him. He
mean?
could be spelled. The spelling could be whatever you want.
I don't even. That's a good point.
Latin. Or it's not your future career, I hope.
No, it is not. I
can
don't
tell.
think. Okay.
We all can tell.
Why are the
Yeah.
teeth upside down?
It's on the stream right now.
Okay, perfect.
Honestly, it looks exactly like Philippe if you kind of squint your eyes.
Yeah, he looks
I was
just like him.
thinking if you close your eyes, it looks exactly like it.
His teeth are not
Oh,
upside
yeah,
down.
I
He
can see him.
just has an underbite.
I feel like I could get a better prison tattoo than this.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure this is pretty representative of what you could find in prison.
I think I've seen goblins with better tattoos than this.
Yeah, I think the artists are better.
maybe, but you never know. I mean, this is true. This
You
is
get what
true
you pay
art.
for
It's right, and this is free.
Is it?
from Midas.
Well, I mean, I'm going to pay for it one way or the other, if you know what I'm saying. But
Well, yes, with golden.
oh, gold. I'm going to pay you in love.
I don't want that shit.
I'm going to forever love you. Forever you will be in my heart, Midas.
I think I would rather die.
It is. Well, but that's okay. You will still be in my heart after this, because forever is even after you are dead.
I think I'd rather end
Don't
up like
tempt
Lee.
fate, Midas. You're old enough.
And yes, you don't tempt fate, Grandpa.
I'm literally not old. I'm
Uh-huh.
young as fuck. I'm hip.
Right? Yeah, and I'm green.
I'm pretty sure you don't even know what color green is.
I know that I'm blue. Wait. It is. It's in,
Keep insulting him. This donkey's gonna turn out great.
wait. Green. You make green by doing the blue, and the orange. No. Green, blue.
You are
Yellow.
so hopeless. You are so
You're
hopeless.
doing the yellow and the blue to make it the green. That is the green. and I am not the green because I am the blue, and so it's like you are right. Okay, so it is agreed. Donkey for me, and I will pay you in hugs.
No. Hugs don't pay bills. Gold.
What bills do you have?
My guild fee?
We live in Kore's quack house.
I still gotta pay my guild fee.
Okay, pay your guild fee to be in the guild of the needle holders.
Golden loom.
That's right. Golden needle.
Golden.
Is it like an award you can get in the Golden Loom? Is the Golden Needle Award for being
No, we
such
get
a
the
prick?
golden. We get the golden spool.
It's the Golden Spool.
Yes. Shouldn't you be meeting somebody?
Shouldn't you be doing a donkey right now?
With my money.
Philippe? But you don't need money for this.
I don't do
You
free
just
work.
It's not free. I am paying you in love.
What part of I don't want that shit? Is he? Midas starts looking around, like looking at everybody else. Did he not hear me?
I think they're
Ladrian, we need to
I
meet
feel like they're
somebody
just
first.
waiting for you.
Once you
I
have
think they're
that
just-
meet. Go ahead.
Dragon
I feel like
paid
they're
10
just
gold
looking
for
at
you
you.
to give him that tattoo. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I feel like they're looking at you with like their arms crossed, like tapping their foot, like hurry up and tattoo the fucker. Like look at this idiot drawing that he gave you.
Yep.
Anyway, we can do whatever. Later is fine. I will wait. I will be patient, and you will understand that you are going to get paid in love. Maybe I'll even redo the drawing and make it better. You don't know. You don't know.
Yeah, maybe you should try that.
Try to do it again.
Better.
I will try. This time I will. You know what?
It's pretty gold the first time.
I'm going to try. I will try to redo it. And maybe I will draw Philippe. And you remember what the time that you were a chicken?
I choose not to.
Maybe I put a chicken in there also with Philippe. And
Okay.
Maybe I can have a picture of you forever.
You get back, feed me my gold, and I'll give you the tattoo, and I'll make sure it's even nice for you. Everything.
Well, I can't imagine that you would like to do bad work. I would say Midas did this, and it's horrible. No one's going to believe me.
That it's okay. I'll give you 2 tattoos for the price of 1.
There's got to be a catch.
No.
What is it?
No catch.
There's
Like, I
definitely a
picked it.
catch.
Like I picked the first one, you picked the
This is
second one. What
definitely
is
a
it?
No.
Mhm.
You pick the first one, and I'll make the second one next. Like compliments it, like a heart.
Compliment. You're going to put a rat in front of the donkey, aren't you? With a rope around
No.
the donkey's
Those
neck,
don't go together.
and it's going to be a rat's ass.
That's
Pretty
That's what you're
creative.
doing.
What about?
don't entertain him.
Wait, okay. let's think this out, guys. Okay. So if Midas is giving tattoos, we might as well get like a group discount, right?
Oh,
not-
oh hell no.
That's
Hell is gonna no. I'm not getting a tattoo.
That makes
I'm
sense
not
to
getting a
me.
tattoo from him.
We can.
Yeah, I
Like,
did the better. I did the
Is
better
that
drawing.
trust me?
is that a porcupine?
I think we're gonna need to
Nice.
add a duck to this.
It's Philippe.
Oh, I thought that was a dog.
If you kind of turn it upside down, it looks like a shoe.
It's Philippe. It is Philippe. This is his mane. This is his tail. This is
Oh.
where he goes hee haw.
Oh wow. Oh, Eladrin.
I figure it's better maybe to not have the name because that way I cannot be spelled.
I
Because
can
if I try
spell.
to yeah, but you don't know how I spell it because I am the one that made the name.
You couldn't even
But you
spell
don't
it
know how to
yourself.
spell.
How do you
Otherwise, I mean,
spell
what if
Philippe? I
So
need
you
to
wouldn't
know.
even know if I did it wrong.
I need to
It's
know.
it's Fileeep. Philippe.
I'm dead.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It is Philippe.
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 Midas is just looking at Elad with the most like dumbstruck face. Like, what the fuck did this guy just say?
I am serious as a fucking heart attack. Like this is this is not a joke to me. Like Philippe was like Philippe, you are
Emily.
my man.
Your comrade.
Philippe.
We do him for a day.
I knew him for a lifetime. I knew him for a lifetime. He is my Philippe.
You know what? You're right.
Robbed him from me.
And you know what? I'll give you the tattoo right here, right now. How about that?
That's what I was hoping. I mean, I guess I should meet this guy first.
Whatever you want to.
No, it's okay. I'll do it right now. How long will it take? A minute?
Not that
5
long.
minutes?
I work fast.
That's even more frightening.
I don't know. Maybe it's a magic tattoo. Maybe. Okay. I don't.
That's totally something you should trust.
Yeah. What's his name? Wait. All right.
Where do you want it?
Right here, right above my butt crack.
Corey just pulls up his seat. Is just watching.
Midas just blinks. you
I
want
a tramp stamp for the donkey.
Stamp of,
Yeah.
you want the
An
ass
ass
on
on
your
my
ass.
I want the ass on my ass. My ass is ass.
Okay.
That
Midas,
way
like,
everybody can see it.
He rips out like the thickest needle.
Oh fuck.
Look away. Actually, no. You can watch.
How am I going? You're behind me.
Oh, hold Zar's hand. You might want to.
Zar,
Imagine. Yeah.
hold my hand.
Okay. Here, you're gonna want to
Okay.
probably bite onto this, and I'll put like
Aw.
a stick in his mouth.
Okay.
You're gonna give me a stick? Oh.
I found it in the woods.
I'm gonna start on a count of 3. Okay.
1.
One, and
Who's
he
going-
like
who-
stabs it
is
in
it-
immediately.
Okay.
Everybody just sees Midas just like jabbing it repeatedly. It's in different spots. There's a smirk slowly growing.
the
Wait, are you-
tension.
Are you using ink, or are you just stabbing him?
Stabbing it.
That's a fantastic question.
Gotta like Zar seeing like the murderous intent and joy in Midas's eyes. Kind of look at his bag, be like, Midas, I think you forgot the ink.
No, I'm good. He goes faster.
Ink is for the weak. It's my
He somehow gets like thread in it and everything.
Thread in it, jeez.
Oh.
All right. That looks good.
It is done.
Yeah.
Philippe is forever a part of me and the ducks.
And then, as soon as Eladris says Philippe, a tiny ass, ugly ass donkey appears.
No.
Philippe?
Oh my god.
Philippe? Wait. Like a live donkey?
No, it looks like the image that you posted.
Wait, what?
Philippe, you are here! Wait! What has happened?
It just
How did you
immediately shits everywhere.
No.
And it can't walk properly because it's drawn all weird.
Midas is just like dying in the corner.
Someone. You hear like the first mate or whatever, whoever it is, someone be like, swab the poop deck!
How is it cheating? It's a drawing.
I mean, it is. No, this is Philippe. This is real. How is this magic?
It's just your drawing. This isn't the real Philippe.
It is. You can. Does he not breathe? Does he not bleed? It is real. This is Philippe.
I bet you can't do that, Zor.
Wait, what?
I bet you can't do that.
No, I can't. How'd you do that?
Magic.
I want to do that. Can you teach me?
Go back to college.
I'll pay you to teach me.
You'll pay me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you just need to get an apprenticeship at the Golden Loom.
Can I use you as a recommendation?
No. They don't accept recommendations.
Well,
It doesn't take that long to finish your apprenticeship. It only took me like 10 years.
Jesus. Okay. Can you be my my master?
This is a masterpiece.
No, because that means I have to spend more time than you know already required.
So wait, you're telling me this entire time you could make magic animals from that needle?
Don't be worrying about what I can do. That's not important.
Is anyone else like not taken aback by it? Like, what is this? Since when can Midas do this?
It certainly. I mean, I'd say it's an impressive skill, but this
Thank
drawing
you.
is really shitty.
Hey.
So
Am I
That's not his fault. That was...
You see that the Philippe creature just like disappears after a bit, just like poof, vanishes.
I just say his name again. Philippe! Does he come back?
No, looks like the
Damn it.
magic's done at least for today.
Oh, okay. Philippe! I had you within my grasp. Once
Here.
more.
Midas, can you do this? And now anything will transform into a tiny donkey.
A perfect little tiny donkey appears on the deck,
Yeah,
So
can
it's
you do
just-
that, Midas?
trotting around.
No, I cannot.
I'll teach you if you give me some money.
No.
What a
sorry.
tempting offer.
You need to be worried about how to keep your fireballs to yourself, because I still ain't forget about that.
Look, that wasn't my fault, okay? I was under the influence.
Yeah, okay.
You think about stabbing us all the time, and I throw one fireball, and all of a sudden I'm the bad guy.
Well, yes.
Throw one fireball.
I don't act.
But if you could... Exactly.
What if you could, though, Midas? Hmm?
Nope.
What if
So you guys spend a lot of time on the Tyrantania, getting tattoos, laughing over the the Philippe that appeared for just a few moments, and you guys can start to see in the distance the familiar island. The familiar island that you're not used to seeing from this perspective. Eladrin, you've seen it just a few weeks ago. But the rest of you've never seen Stellaris from this angle. You can see the large jagged mountain barrier that surrounds the outside of Stellaris. But you can see, even in the very far distance, small little specks that appear to be ships that appear to be heading towards the dockyard of Balland. You can hear from the archer, "Land ho!" as Specs shouts out from the crow's nest. You'll probably be there not too long. The sun's behind you guys at this point, and it's blanketing the sky in a nice orange hue that's reflecting off of the water. So you'll be back in Balland probably in just a couple hours.
Kind of
Thank God.
seeing all this and like taking it in. I'll walk up to Eladrin and be like, So this is what you saw for all those years, huh?
Well, I mean, yes, not necessarily here, though. I mean, I only came back recently, but so out on the sea, I would see the shores of the other places, yes.
It really gives you a different perspective. And
Perspective on life, right?
yeah, and I understand why you left home now. Had to experience it.
Wild and wonderful world out there.
Would you do it again?
In a heartbeat.
Maybe telling your parents, next time.
I mean, they knew I was leaving.
Tell them when you're coming back.
I didn't know when I was coming back. I did not know.
So don't be gone for like 16 years or however long it was.
What is, adventure and all the things awaited for me, and there was just no time for me to come back.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Could not. There was no time. Out on the big blue, going from island to mainland.
Looking at the shoreline like this, it's beautiful. I'll have a
Yeah.
lot to tell Des whenever I return, eventually.
You think she'll believe it?
I'm sure she will.
Believe in the sunset.
Yeah, the shoreline, the adventure. I imagine he means the adventures, not just the sun.
Yeah,
know
like
those two.
Yeah.
getting attacked by a giant mind controlling squid, and rolling through a storm and almost dying constantly. Des not gonna believe that. She's gonna be like, "Mom, that's a storybook."
Oh, no, she'll believe it. I'm sure.
Oh, that reminds me. I should probably start on my next collection. I'm thinking swimsuits, right? Inspired by whatever the fuck that was.
The Kraken collection?
Yes. But like, I'm thinking there's different versions, right? There's a fireproof one, and maybe like one that reduces electrical currents against storms.
Oh, so functional gear. Like things that can help you.
I make
You know,
more than
survive
just
in a
stylish
storm.
things. I mean, I also make functional gear. Most of my clients do get the more functional type of things.
You don't make
Oh,
that for us, though.
I don't ask for them.
Okay, even if we did ask for them, you'd be like, they'll pay me money.
Well, obviously,
Exactly.
this book isn't cheap. I don't know what you expect.
You ever thought you're supposed to do nice things for your friends or slash family?
To be fair, and I don't do this often, or at all really, but to my discredit, he did make us these outfits for free.
And that was
That's true.
my nice thing for the year.
For the year?
That was the pro bono, right?
Well, yes. It's more like a perk to me because now whenever y'all walk around, you can see what you're wearing, and it's just sort of okay. You would understand.
Uh-huh.
I have a question, Midas.
Yes.
And you got to tell the truth, okay?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh.
You promise? And Zara will kind of look up you with like those sad, black tiefling eyes.
Now, Zar, these do not work on me.
Yes, they do. But anyway,
I'm
Have
not
you
gonna
ever-
worry.
What do you mean? It doesn't work on me like most of the time.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Okay.
she's a sucker. It's okay.
Well, get it out, Zar.
Okay. Have you ever had any friends?
You see, he takes a second to
Brutal.
think about it. There was no.
Midas, make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm friends with this bracelet.
Yeah, that question that Zara posed to you makes you feel quite uncomfortable. You know what would feel pretty good right about now?
No.
Midas's lip were like quiver for a second. He like instinctively like kind of go for his wrist, not scratching the area. I didn't really have enough time. My apprenticeship took majority of my attention. Is anybody else hot?
No, it's pretty cool, honestly.
I'll kind
Are you
of.
feeling all right?
I think, fighting off all them damn krakens and saving boats from failing and defending y'all and saving y'all, being the one guy who always ends up winning. It makes a man really.
Whoa,
It makes his bladder. I gotta pee.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Enjoy the sunset. He would like speed walk off.
As it kind of walks away, I'll look at Corey and be like, "Did I mess up? Should I have asked that question?"
No, I think you're fine. I don't know. Maybe you just need some time alone?
Well, I only asked because he always just seems so lonely and so sad, and I know he had all those clients and he's famous and rich and all that, but I feel like he's never experienced true love until now.
What? That Corey blinks and she goes, excuse me?
Why are you about getting red?
But it's just something I've observed from traveling. I take notes and I watch people's. And
You mean true love and like true friendship, right? And like the
yeah,
platonic. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was
like
about to say that really took a fucking turn. That
no, like I love you and I love Eladrin and Drag, and
You're right.
yeah, I mean, like, I feel like he had it rough, and I don't know, I feel like he just tries to take it out on us all the time, and every time we try to break through, he just stuff like that happens. He goes to the bathroom.
I mean, what do I even say in this situation? I mean, that's just how Midas is. He expresses his love in his own way.
Does he?
Yes, I mean, making us these outfits without asking for money. That's one way. That's a big way. Honestly, he wouldn't go through all of that effort if he didn't care about us.
I think he would. He just said we're basically just walking advertisements, which I think that's what all his other clients were to him anyways.
I mean, but you have to think a little deeper, like below the surface, Zar. Do you think he really, truly only means that?
I guess not, but I don't know.
Yeah. So I mean, we could psychoanalyze him all day, but I think that somewhere deep down, he does have love for us.
Yeah, I just wish he would show it better or easier, or feel more comfortable around us to open up.
Well, he's done more than I think than at the start of our journey together, right?
No, he still calls us shitbags and assholes. And
yes.
poor.
Yes. All of that. Yeah. No. I'm just saying he's still very much an asshole. I'm not defending that. But at least he's like sometimes like 5% of the time a nice guy.
I've only ever seen it one time, and that's when I had my little rebellious stage, and he calmed me down. That's the only time I've seen it. And I only think it was for his benefit. I don't even think it was for us.
Ah, God.
I'm just pointing out what I see. I may be wrong.
I know. You can. I would say don't worry too much about him. Keep being yourself, which is one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Thanks. But I'm also very worrisome, so I'll keep being me.
You're also the most. I would say the most anxious person I've ever met. But it's okay.
I take that as a compliment too.
Sure. I think you could work on that a little bit, but you are brave. It takes a lot of bravery to do everything that we do, fighting all these monsters.
Well, I like to protect the things that I love, which is you guys. So
Yeah, Gokore like ruffles his hair, and just goes, "Okay, stop not being sappy on me. I want to enjoy the sunset."
And we just kind of sit and watch the sunset with Corey.
Midas says you run off wherever you run off to.
The bathroom, the bucket on the ship, I guess.
So where do you go on this ship, the Tyrantania, the ship that you're not familiar with whatsoever? Below deck.
He's gonna start yelling, "Where's the bathroom? Bathroom!"
You see the one pirate that Corey patched up with the arm brace. He kind of just like tries to lift up the arm to point, and he goes, "Oh, ow!" And he points with his other arm. He's like, "It's that way."
Ooh. I mean, thank you. He could like once in. If there's a lock, he'll lock himself in. But if not, then he's still in there.
It's just there's like a wooden plank there that you kind of use to there's like a hook. Basically, you put the latch on it. Basically, we'll say that.
And now that he's alone, he's going to press the button.
And light a candle and press the button. All right, and as you press the button, the serpent's coil activates on your arm and sinks into your hand. That all familiar, glorious feeling courses through you as the poison does its work. And what are you sitting at health wise?
I got 7 left.
All right.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
And the serpent's coiled venom courses through you, and all those insecurities you felt when Zara asked you that question just float away, no problem. As you kind of suspend there in the bathroom, just incorporeally.
What did I say? He's not the only. That's not the only thing floating. Heyo, he's also floating.
Oh. I thought he was talking about a turd.
Dude, like what is pisses floating?
I thought turd as well.
Dick and pisses floating? Like what?
What the fuck?
What did you mean? Like what?
Why did all y'all think that?
you're in the bathroom.
You're in the bathroom.
He's in the bathroom.
You're like, that's not the only thing floating. I was like, is that a euphemism or something? Like,
it's floating.
Is he just jerking off in there? Like, is that happening?
All right.
Creeper.
God.
Oh god.
You know we got him good when he's just silent.
I'm like waiting. I'm like, are they dead?
Well, fuck.
All right,
Are
what
they
are
dead?
what are the rest of you doing while he's busy in the bathroom over there?
Pooping.
Like,
We're floating.
Corey
We all
and
float
Zar,
down here.
Yeah, Corey and Zar, you're watching the sunset as you guys approach Balland. Bilrund Barnaclebeard has been kind of manning the helm. Drag and Eladrin, what are you guys doing?
Oh,
I'm supposed to go see the other guy.
Yeah. Are you gonna go over?
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a ride to the other side.
All right, sounds good. Drag, you want to go with them?
yeah. That sounds
Sure.
safe.
Sure. So you and Eladrian both hop on the dinghy that's waiting down below. The Rento guard that was there was kind of napping a little bit on the on the dinghy, waiting for you guys to come over. You guys took a while, but he sails you over. He sails you over to the Archer, and you can see as you guys climb up the side and get onto the deck. The Vrento guards have been very hard at work repairing the ship from the damages of the battle that occurred, as well as the storm itself. You can see, Claude is directing a lot of the crewmen. Specs is still up in the crow's nest. Eladrin, you look up and you can just see him kind of looking through a spyglass and just looking around. And so Claude sees you both approach, and he says, Lieutenant Jacob's waiting for you. He's over in his room.
All right. So this way then? All right. So this way. Okay. Looks like you guys are doing a great job over here keeping this place up. Gonna go see Lieutenant Jim.
All right. Sounds good. And so you guys walk over to Lieutenant Jacob's office, and you walk in, and you see him standing behind the large table that is kind of anchored down to the floor so it doesn't move in the storm. You actually see, doesn't look like anything was really shooken up too much from the storm in his room. And he sees you walk in, he says, Eladrian, come on in, let's have a little conversation.
Aye. Lieutenant, whichever one. Jim.
Lieutenant Jacob, thank you very much.
Oh, Jacob, that's it, Jacob. I was way off.
That's okay. Right. Well,
nah.
Needless to say, Eladrin, we've come into a pretty interesting predicament here with, Wendina's story about what happened. What do you make of it?
Okay. Make of what? Her story?
Yes, her story.
That she was taken over by the other by the harpies.
Yes, exactly. This is my first time ever encountering creatures such as those. I don't know.
You've never seen harpies before?
No, of course not. I'm out on the sea. I've never seen those creatures before.
My good friend, they are also on Stellaris. We as the Ducks, we have encountered harpies before.
On Stellaris?
You do not know this? You do not know this? Look at this. See here? This is my loot. I have taken this loot. Actually, Wendina gave me this loot herself. But you see these strings here? This one, and that one. These 4 strings here? These ones? These are made from the vocal cords of a harpy. A harpy that we defeated on Stellaris.
May I see your loot?
You can look with your eyes, yes.
May I touch one of the strings? You can hold on to it. I just wish to see.
You want to touch my strings?
If I may.
Oh, yes.
And he walked over and he just plucks one of the strings.
Oh!
Interesting.
Touch another one?
No, one's okay.
Okay.
You say that these creatures are on Stellaris. Well, that's quite alarming. They seem to have quite powerful magic to take over the crew of the ship.
Yeah. Well, one harpy can take over many people. There were several harpies on this ship, so they would easily be able to overtake all of the crew, and even some of the ones that they come across. In addition to them, who knows?
Well,
so I would say that, in my opinion, Wendina's story, from the length of time that I have known her, she would never do anything like this to these type of people. These are not the people that deserve to be pirated from. There is only a specific. But anyway.
Well, Wendina has been quite forthcoming with all information of what she recollects, and I don't detect any sense of lying from her. She seemed to have been bewitched for what seems like the last few weeks.
Quite some time.
And you said the last time you saw her was when you disembarked on to Balin's shore.
Aye. Yes. When I got here.
And how long ago was that?
Yes.
It's been like a couple of weeks.
It's been not very long apparently.
It's like under a month, I'd say, at this point.
Just a couple of 10 days, maybe 30 days or so, 3 to 4
Interesting.
weeks.
And that happens to be when these attacks just started happening. Perhaps her story reigns true, and well, we've seen the beasts ourselves, so it seems the story is adding up.
All right.
Well,
So you're going to let her go then?
Well, I'm going to bring all the information over to Sergeant Brick. And, with your testimony as well as the forthcoming of just Wendina telling the truth in all these matters, I don't suspect that she's guilty of anything purposefully against
No.
Stellaris and the Vrento establishment.
No, I don't think so either. She knows better.
Well, we're currently holding her down in the brig, just as is precautionary, of course. We're treating her well. She's no longer bound or anything like that. So if you would like, you can go down and speak with her.
Oh, thank you. Absolutely. I'm going to go speak with her. All right, but I can tell her that you're going to let her go soon.
Well, everything seems as though she will be let go. But once again,
Right.
I do not have the authority to grant that sort of amnesty. It would be on Sergeant Brick to make that final decision.
Right. But you're going to, put in the good word.
Yes, I will.
Yes. Okay. Maybe a couple of words.
More than 2, for sure.
Oh, that's good. That is very good. Okay. I will go give Wendy the news.
And he nods, and you and Dreg exit the lieutenant's room, and you head down towards the brig underneath the top deck, kind of close to the bottom of the ship. And you see Wendina is in a jail cell of sorts. It is pretty spacious. You see there's an empty food tray next to her. Her hands are no longer bound, but her wings are still bound with some rope. And you see, as you walk in, you see that she has a bandaged kind of gash on her head. Her little captain's pirate hat is just set over to the side. As you walk in, you see her kind of just rubbing her head, just kind of nursing her wound a little bit. And as you approach, she says, "Oh, Aladrian, glad you made it through that wicked storm."
Well, I had a wonderful teacher.
Well, that you did. And what of the Tyrantania? How are the crew?
The crew is ship-shape. We have lost almost no one.
Perfect. Good to hear. And how badly injured are they?
On a scale of 1 to 10, maybe like a 5.
Oh,
But they're okay.
If you would have said a 7, I would have been worried. But a 5, that's okay.
That's about halfway. Right, it's about the half hurt. It's like, they're not too bad.
And they'll get over it. They're tough.
Yeah, it's like a bad, it's like having a piece of bad fish. It's just going to be a day or two.
And we've had our fair share of bad fish, you and I.
Oh, I know. Not only fish, but crab, lobster, octopus, whatever those tentacles were, they probably would have made good eating.
Well, it seems like back over to Stellaris, but to be honest, it just seems like literally yesterday that I was just there.
Well, I mean, it was several weeks ago, maybe like 3 or 4, so it was definitely not yesterday.
Oh,
Was the
lieutenant's made that quite apparent that we've been quite busy for the last couple of weeks.
not like you at all? What was the last thing that you remember?
Quite honestly, the last thing that I remember was we dropped you off at Balland, and well, we went to the bar, the tavern down on the dockyards, and then we met a a strange fellow. He was a furbolg, a blue furbolg, tall and lanky and scrawny he was. And he approached us as we were all getting a drink, and he told us that there was some kind of treasure out on the open seas and, on a nearby island near Chicenta. And, well, he offered us a couple of crewmen who knew the area well. And, he gave us a nice pouch of coin, and of course we couldn't say no to treasure, of course. But as soon as we boarded and set sail, these three brigands started playing a merry tune, and without you being around, we were kind of starving for a little bit of entertainment. But as soon as they started playing their melody, everything went blank. And then the next thing I knew, I awaken and my ship is being attacked, and you were there, and some tentacled beast came out of the ocean.
Very strange indeed. So you were saying there were a total of 4 or 3?
There was 3 of the crewmen that were, I guess we should say, loaned to us by this blue furbolg fellow.
And you met the furbolg at the tavern, the bar here on the beach, at the docks.
Yes, the Tide Breaker. It's the bar that is contained within the dockyards.
Yes, the breaker of the tides. Yes, okay. And did this man give you a name at all, other than other than Blue Guy? Because there are many of those, as you can see.
And you see that she tries to say something, like she's saying, I believe his name was, and then she pauses. And it's like she's trying to say something, but something's blocking her ability to say anything. And she says, well, that's quite peculiar. I can't say his name.
Can you, write it down?
Do you have some parchment and a quill?
As a matter of fact, I have an ink pen and a diary. So yes, here you go.
And she grabs the pen and the quill, and you see her start writing, and she seems to be able to write it out. And she hands you the document back, the parchment back, and it says Calvin.
Colvin.
Yes,
Caulvin?
Caulvin.
Cowlvine.
And she tries to pronounce it, but she cannot.
Calvin. Calvin. You want me to call him Calvin? Like Calvin. Okay. Calvin, just nod your head. Yes?
It sounds familiar, yes.
So there is a tall, lanky blue guy. He's furry, and his name's Calvin, and we are going to find him, and we're going to figure out what the shit is going on here, and why, and who he worked for. Maybe he's still in town. You think he might be here? Because, it was a long time ago. Did he tell you where to meet him after you were done?
No, he just promised us
He said, go
find this treasure and then come back, and that was it.
And he'll find you, huh?
He paid up front, so we weren't apt to say no.
Paid up front, and you're going to back. Okay, so I think we'll just go wait for him. Well, I'm going to have to go tell the ducks about this.
Well, Adrian, I would love to tell you more details. Of course, I would never keep anything from you, but I don't recall anything about this man.
It's very strange indeed that you have no memory, because usually you are pretty good at recalling details.
Exactly. I remember everything, but these last few weeks have been a blur.
I'm gonna go bring this. All right, so I know it is a bummer, but you're going to have to stay here. You're going to have to stay here for a while, and I'm going to have to go back to the Tyrantania and figure out with the friends of the docks and say, okay, this is what's going on, and explain.
Listen, Eladrin, you know me. You know, in our years together, we would never pillage anywhere near Stellaris. You know, we have we have a code. We don't attack people's homelands. We do our privateering far away.
Yes. No, Stellaris is like a safe haven for the Tyrantania.
Exactly.
Would never do anything to stop you being able to port safely.
I would never disrupt the trade of the homeland of my second mate. Well, my first mate, I should say.
Well, thank you. I would never expect you to do anything different like this. This is very out of character for you, so we are going to have to get this figured out. I don't expect that anyone is going to hold you to the fire for this, though. I mean, you're being honest about the RPs taking over. We just have to find where they came from.
You see her, she kind of like puts her hands up and she says, I have been nothing but honest with Lieutenant Jacob. Hopefully he believes me, and hopefully your testimony helps me out a little bit as well.
My word is my bond.
And she just kind of reaches out her non-hook hand out to you between the bars.
I take her hand in my hand, or her, whatever it is.
And a nice firm grasp of Captain and former first mate happens. And she says, well,
Get you out.
seems like you have to go talk to your friends about what's going on. I'll be here. And she just kind of plops down on the ground.
I know where to find you. I'll be back soon. We will get you out of here. Worry not.
All right, and Eladrin and Drag, you guys come up and out, and as you guys kind of walk up onto the top deck of the Archer, you see that you guys have basically arrived at Balland. You see a lot of ships coming to and fro from the dockyard. And the Archer is the first to arrive as it pulls into the docks. And Drag and Eladrin, you guys can see that there's a company of Vrento guards standing by, just kind of waiting to accept the ship. And Drag and Eladrin, you guys can see, because he sticks out like a sore thumb, the large frame of Sergeant Brick can be seen amongst them. And you can see him kind of pointing and ordering people to go here and there and waiting to accept the ships as they come in. Midas, you are still kind of just chilling in the bathroom while all this is happening. It's probably been in there for a solid like 10-15 minutes. You hear a couple like raps at the door. And, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Hold it a little bit longer.
I can't hold it anymore.
Cove? And Midas would like quickly like press the button.
You press the button and the fangs retract from your hand as you kind of land back on the ground with a thud, and exit out of the bathroom.
Midas like make it look like he's been in there a while, so he's like kind of like adjust his clothes. After you, your turn.
You walk out. He literally just like shoves you aside and runs in and slams the door shut. And you hear some foul things occur.
Oh God! That might make me want to do another con save.
Those are some real floaters.
They'll float too, I guess.
And as you walk up to the top of the Tyrantania, you join Kore and Zar, who have been watching the Tyrantania approach the dockyard. You guys see the Archer kind of make port first as the Tyrantania kind of slowly pulls in to a dock adjacent to the Archer. Roll perception checks, Midas, Kore, and Zar.
Okay.
We will love to. Oh.
Nope.
You're not very perceptuous today.
Not today. This shit took all my perception away.
Are you not supposed to stare into the sun? Because I just see a lot of blur.
Might just like cover his eyes so he can stop looking.
But it's so beautiful.
You're so dumb.
As Midas and Midas and Zara have that conversation, Corey, you kind of peer over to the rest of the crew of the Tyrantania, and you can tell that they all kind of have a little bit of a concerned look in their eyes as the ship is guided towards the docks by the Vrento Guard. The fate of their captain, Wendina, and themselves kind of stands on a little bit of a knife's edge, even though that they were bewitched into raiding those ships. You can make out seeing that a lot of the Vrento guards are taking point around the Tyrantania. They have some of their hands on their weapons. They're all at the ready, and the Tyrantania drops anchor at the dockyard. You see on your end, Drag and Eladrian, the Vrento guards on the Archer kind of put down the plank to walk and exit off of the Archer, and being escorted up from the bottom of the ship is Wendina. Currently, her arms and wings are bound behind her, as Lieutenant Jacob kind of steps in front of her and guides her down the plank towards the docks and towards Sergeant Brick. What do you guys do? Eladrian and Drag.
What do we do, Drag?
So they're currently escorting Wendina off of the ship, the Archer.
So we're walking right behind her? Or the guards?
Yeah.
And we walk off the ship, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful, perfect.
Yeah.
And the Tyrantania is, a little bit reluctant to drop down a kind of like a plank walkway, but you can see some of the Vrento guard as well as some of the dock workers are bringing a large plank over towards the Tyrantania. They're gonna get on it no matter kind of what they want to do. So a large walkway is placed from the docks and kind of lands onto the side of the Tyrantania. Midas, Corey, and Zar, what do you guys want to do?
So
As you
just
see
to be sure.
some dock or some Vrento guards looks like they're about to kind of board the ship.
Just to be sure, we're not trying to make a break for it, right? Like, we're innocent.
God, no more causing havoc with guards, please.
No running. No shenanigans.
Okay, thank goodness, because I'm feeling a little tapped on magic, and I don't think I can get anywhere.
Ugh, me and you both.
All right, and the Vrento guard walk up the plank towards you, towards the deck of the Tyrantania, and they immediately spot you three that definitely stick out like a sore thumb compared to the rest of the pirates on the crew, and they kind of look you guys over and say, "Are you the Mighty Ducks?"
One and only.
Yep.
Oh, perfect. Come with us. Sergeant Brick would like to talk to you.
We're not in trouble, are we?
No, it seems like you've done your community service fully. I'm sure they'll, deal your pardons and all that, but he just wants to speak with you all first.
Right.
All right, I can do that. See how she'll
Conversation?
follow.
All right. So Eladrian and Dre, you guys are kind of close behind Wendina and Lieutenant Jacob. And as Wendina is brought in front of Sergeant Brick, he says,
"Ah, and whom do we have here, Jacob? I wasn't expecting the Archer to return so soon."
"Aye, Sergeant, we were fortunate in our timing, but not so fortunate in other ways," as Jacob points to the archer that has been battered by the battle with the monsters of the deep and the vicious storm. But I have quite the interesting tale for you involving this one and her fellows on the ship over there, gesturing to the Tyrantania.
I see. I'll hear your story over in the barracks. But what of your guests, the Mighty Ducks? How did they fare?
Jacob looks back to all of you disembarking the ship, and you can hear him say, "They made good on their community service and then some. I'll be glad to put that in writing, sir." Sergeant Brick then looks over to you all as you disembark with a smirk. Then he reaches his large armor-clad arm and places it on Jacob's shoulder. You can see Jacob's shoulder buckle a little bit as the force coming down from Sergeant Brick's arm, and he says,
Excellent, my friend. Please escort our guest to the barracks, and I'll be there shortly.
Jacob then walks past Sergeant Brick with an accompaniment of the Vrento Guard surrounding Wendina. They head to the barracks in the dockyard, and Sergeant Brick watches them pass by, and then he turns to all of you.
Well, Mighty Ducks, it seems you do live up to your reputation of grand champions of feast or famine. Consider your community service to Balin fulfilled. You are free to leave the town as you see fit. However, in the future, I do recommend going through the appropriate government channels if you are needing access to the dockyard again.
Sergeant Brick will turn away and start heading towards the barracks. What do you guys want to do?
Kind of whisper to Corey, be like, you know, that'd be a lot easier if they just put a sign out front that says, please get access from this building.
I wish he'd pay me back for killing my fucking bird, but whatever.
I still can't believe you made us do community service for getting caught.
I mean, would you rather be in jail?
I wasn't the issue.
You weren't anywhere to be found, so.
Yeah. They have
You don't
no
think
idea I even played a role in anything. They still don't.
Good point.
Yeah, you're just tagging along with us.
Yeah,
Okay.
me being hopeful.
You're like our lackey or something. You just hold our
Lackey?
supplies.
Tag along, elders.
What?
What?
Anyways.
Did you want some jello?
Elaborate.
I heard the Golden Loom had an elderly program.
It did not.
It's like a sewing for seniors.
Midas' eye would like twitch a little. Elijah, shouldn't we be seeing your parents now that we're freed of customer service?
I mean, but what of Wendina? We need to get Wendina free too. I cannot leave.
I mean,
yes.
You haven't seen her in how long?
3 weeks.
Do you really
Last
owe
time-
her anything?
My life. Many times over.
I mean, it's also kind of her fault.
When was the last time that you saw the Golden Loom?
A few weeks.
Do you owe them
a few
do you
days.
though? Do you owe them anything?
Well, no. I made clothes recently.
I mean, other than your dues?
No,
Well, this is not a good analogy then.
it's not.
What about that one guy that, you know, your mentor? Don't you owe him something?
No.
Yeah, the guy that gave away all of his stuff.
Insight check.
Roll that insight.
Get him.
Ooh, Midas, what do you want to roll against that?
Persuasion.
Come on, please.
That should have been a 16.
Oh.
So what's Midas's
go.
like I guess like body language when Czar asks that question?
I mean, he tenses up a little bit. He says no way too quickly. No hesitation. It's like it was all the no was like already loaded and ready to fire.
Zara kind of takes notice of that and be like, all right, we'll unpack that later.
Thought you were gonna say, all right, keep your secrets.
Heck no, there's no secrets here. We'll talk about it later.
Midas is gonna roll his eyes. But regardless, she got herself in that mess.
I mean, we got ourselves in this mess and they let us go.
Because we fixed it. We fixed our own mess. She can fix her own.
But
Yeah.
ducks fix other people's mess too. Sorry, Latrin, go ahead.
No,
You're right. We fix other people's messes. We have already fixed the mess. We are just waiting for her to be released. That is all.
No offense,
Or,
guys,
Lu-
but our
Lieutenant-
track record for fixing messes isn't the best.
Eladrin,
I mean-
roll insight for me, Eladrin.
All right. A 17.
All right. So with that, in your conversation with Lieutenant Jacob, you feel like everything he was saying in terms of like he's gonna, when Dina's been truthful, he was there with the battle and everything that happened. You felt like he's an honorable guy, like he's gonna tell him how it is, and like you have some good faith that when Dina's gonna be able to get off scot-free, basically.
Okay. I feel. All right. Okay.
So while you guys are all on the dockyards here, it's getting a little bit late at night, and the sun is now beginning to set in Baland. You can see some candle lighters are in the process of lighting the street lanterns before it gets too dark. But I want everyone to roll a perception check for me.
See how perceptuous you are today, my friend.
Extremely.
Probably more than me.
Well, yes.
Well, yes. Is a matter of fact.
All right. So, as you guys kind of, look back out towards the sea, watching the sun begin to descend and begin to set, you see that there's something small flapping its wings towards the group, and as it approaches, its image becomes clearer, and the familiar sight of a paper bird lands in the hands of Kore.
Oh.
What is this? She'll
Uh,
open it up.
All right. And, posting that to you, Kore. Just sent it to you.
All right.
You can choose to read it privately or out loud, whatever you want to do.
Okay, let me read this over first.
All right, and as the
Like by
letter,
myself.
yeah, and as the letter lands, in Kore's hands, basically. What are the rest of you guys what's your reactions?
I don't really pay attention. Like, oh look, a thing that is flying over here. It has landed in Kore's hand. Like, this is a normal thing if we were in the forest. I mean, she is a rabbit. Birds come and land with her all the time. It is not anything new.
Yeah, you guys see her face fall, like she it looks a bit confused at first, and then the more she reads, the more startled and deeply concerned she looks. Like her face just clouds over, and she's gripping the letter very tightly, and then she just looks up at everybody. And she slowly says, with some tears in her eyes, she says, "My daughter is sick.
What?
What?
She's sick. Here, she'll start reading it, just a little bit. She'll say, Queen said she's ill no matter what medicine she gives her. she's just exhausted, and I need to be there for her.
You're leaving?
I can't leave her alone like this. I've only heard of this kind of exhaustion. No, she couldn't have that.
Have what, Corey?
I need to go see her.
Look,
I've been away too long. I can't. What if something happens to her? I can't.
Look, we're the Ducks. We'll help you get through it. We can pay all the money in the world to make sure that Des is okay.
And she just starts crying, and she'll just cry in Czar's arms.
Zar just kind of put his arms around her, having felt the same sadness about his mom. So.
No. I'm so sorry, everyone. I don't know exactly what I'll do, but I just know I have to be there for her.
You have to. Do you want us to come with you? Shall we all go together?
No. You all have such an important journey to make. You need to keep going.
But
Drag
you're important to us.
Drag starts howling and then walks up to the side of them and grabs them both in a big hug.
No. I know you'll all be amazing. And hopefully, as soon as she feels better, I'd love to rejoin you all. But I need to be a mom right now. That's the most important duty and the most cherished role in my life.
Yes. You must go.
Like behind tears, Zara will look at Midas and be like, Midas, you're the responsible one. Say something.
Midas like turns away from the group.
Let them sulk. It's okay. He is a grandpa after all, that's what they do.
Grandpa.
You know, you can, if you ever need anything, you can always reach out and we'll be there in an instant. We promise.
Oh, I know, Zar. And she'll give him a hug. And Eladrian too.
Oh,
Once Drag puts her down.
hey, you aren't going forever. You'll be back. We will see each other again. The ducks will never part. You will, if a flock we will always be. And you have a duckling to take care of, and it is only fair that we allow you that you go take care of your duckling.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Just keep your own flock strong.
I hate to leave the hideaway. I almost said quack house. I mean that's basically its other name at this point. The quack house behind. If you all need it, I'm more than happy to give it to you.
You're going to give us the quack house?
Well, yes, in case you run into any danger on your journey.
Corey.
I can't imagine. I mean, going to SoundCloud Island sounds extremely dangerous. If there's anything that I can do to help, I'd like to.
This is a gesture beyond what I was. Anything that I would think that you would do. This is so grand.
Oh, I'm not entrusting it to you, Eladrian. I hope you know that. I'm not entrusting this to you.
I was
not going to you. I would be a mad woman to give this to you. I'm giving this to Midas.
Oh. well, okay. Yes, this is fine.
Yeah, she'll give it to Midas. You say, remember, the word is hideaway. It's not guacos. You have to say hideaway, or else it won't open.
Midas will use this time to pull Cora into a good, tight, strong hug.
What? Oh God, he's strangling me!
Wait, get over! She's a mother!
She's saying her own thing.
He'll whisper in Corey's ear, "You better come back."
I will. And she'll give him a very tight hug.
No, I'm serious. Don't take too long. I might not survive.
You'll be okay. I hope. Don't go insane is the best advice I could give to you.
He'll pull Cora away, and kind of rests his hands on her shoulders and looks at her like he wants to say something else, but then he doesn't. And just takes the hide away.
Oh. And she'll just say, "Don't be so down, Granddad," and just flick his nose.
Ow.
All right, everyone. I'll miss you all so much.
You better write.
I will. I promise.
It might be goodbye for now, but it is not goodbye forever. We will see you again. Where are you going? Are you going back home to the
I'm going home. Not the Nogland Forest. I'm going back home to the Valican.
Oh, of course.
Yes, I'm not Aladrin, are you still on this stupid Nogland chocolate thing?
I was going to say maybe that you could save some for me when we see you the next time. Maybe you could have some of the chocolate.
I'm
some of the
not
Nogland.
going that way. That's past Valican.
It's just next door, Maybe I don't know. After Des gets better, maybe you're going to get her some hot chocolate, some of that, the Nukolin hot chocolate that is famed across all of Stellaris.
Not happening.
I just thought maybe.
Not happening. You can keep dreaming.
Okay, well maybe I will bring Des some then when we see you. Maybe we go there first.
Uh-huh.
Maybe by then you have learned how to make your own chocolate.
I'm not making chocolate. I
don't. Maybe you could have the Valican vanilla. Who knows?
Valican vanilla?
That's not...
You grow a special bean. You could take the insides of the bean out, make a special flavor.
You know what? I'll talk to Quinn about that. See if that's been invented yet.
Who knows? Anything. Maybe you could have yeah, that's a good idea. Figure it out. You can do it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I sure will. I'll tell you all about it when I get back.
Create a new plant. It's fine.
Yeah, because I can totally do that.
I believe in you.
I'm not just a chef, I'm a god, apparently.
I knew there was something special. Always stealing the kills from far away.
I mean, that's just called being a good shot.
Okay, touche.
Well, since you're going, I guess I can tell you what Dez's ring does now. I did make her one whenever I made your rings.
You did?
Yeah, and you kind of pull out a little ring, and
oh,
I'll give it to her, and it's like a little, it's like a little stick figure of a mom bunny and a little bunny, kind of holding hands, like in the band part.
Oh, it's me and her. Oh, this is so cute.
So it's called the Goodnight Moon Ring, and you can record your voice and sing her a lullaby, and she'll always have it.
Oh, Gar, this is such a beautiful gift. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime. I hope that makes her feel a little bit better.
This means so much. Thank you. And she'll give him another very, very big hug, like lifting him off the ground a little bit.
You just hug her back.
All right, everyone. You know, while you're there, while you're on your journeys, if you see any savory ingredients, just think of me. Any nice ripe fruits, delicious berries, vegetables,
Yeah, you can
even.
get that on your own.
No, Midas.
If you think for 1 minute we won't be thinking about you. Anytime we see a wooden spoon, you're out of your mind.
What are we supposed to eat now? Is Eladrin gonna cook for us?
It's going to be great. We're going to have peanut butter sandwiches forever.
God.
I think the last time you cooked it moved.
Maybe we
Good
could have a jelly
luck.
sandwich.
Oh man.
Yeah, good luck, everyone. I think that you'll be just fine.
Figure it out.
So basically, what I'm hearing is I am in full control, full responsibility. I'm in charge.
Don't poison
Um,
Eladrian.
I am the mallard. I mean, I am
You're
the
the
leader.
mallard? You're the
You're
mallard?
Mallard? You have finally accepted the role of Mallard? Just taking Corey
Oh,
to
you
leave
said
for
it.
you.
Yeah, it
Realize your
took
responsibility?
me leaving for you to finally realize that you are part of the Mighty Ducks. See,
I have
Zard, he's
no
found
idea
true.
what you're talking about.
He's discovered true love after all.
Love?
Love with the ducks.
He sounds more
Duck
silly.
love.
'Cause if he thinks he's the Mallard, I don't know. He must be on
yeah.
drugs again.
What you're talking? Hey!
What is true? Do you think you're the leader? Drag's the leader. Come on, everyone knows that.
Drag?
Yeah,
What do I lead? She turns
Yeah,
around in a circle.
what does she lead?
us.
She just goes with what you do. She's like, oh, that sounds cool. I'll do it.
She's literally
Sure.
spinning in circles right now.
That sounds like fun.
That's the
Yeah.
best kind of leader.
Corey, please.
Try not to die.
Corey, please.
I can't. Midas, I need to go back to my daughter. But I'll be back as soon as I
It's
can.
okay. Midas will be just fine with his best friend Eladrian.
Best friend.
We are best friends. You hear
Yeah.
that? Even she knows it. It is. We are.
You know what, Corey? I'll
is
come with
fate.
you. I might have some cures.
Oh my god.
Ow! My
I
duck.
have powerful magic. I can even cure like amputees. It's okay. I'm coming. All right. It was nice seeing y'all. Drag.
Midas,
What?
you need to stay with them. They need you.
Drag,
I think I'm
Drag
gonna
picks
kill
up
myself.
Midas and waves to Corey.
Corey, please.
You'll survive, Midas. But I will remember this. That when I come back and you're all like, oh, I don't need anybody because I'm him. I'm gonna be like, you were begging to come with me.
And I'm gonna act like I don't remember this. Just warning you now, Corey.
That won't stop me. And I have everybody here to back me up.
That's right.
Yes,
We all saw
we are
it.
here. Yes, we did see it, Midas. She's right. It did happen. Written in the history books.
Uh huh.
You know,
Duck history
Zara's book
books.
keeps notes of everything.
That's right.
Drag, you can put me down now.
Drag, you put me. I forgot she was holding you.
And Corey, after you say your goodbyes, you start heading towards Valican, the long road ahead of you. It's gonna definitely be a few days of travel, and you set out on your journey.
Damn it, man.
As you guys watch Corey leave to go tend to her daughter, what are you guys doing now? What's your next steps?
Midas sniffles a little bit. Oh my god, these allergies.
You're allergic to emotions?
No, I'm still allergic to blue people.
What?
That's like half the group.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's okay. We all We will see her again. She will come back stronger and better for who knows? Maybe Des will come with her. We will have our own little duckling.
Yeah, she might not come back to that many party members still here though.
What?
What?
Hmm?
No.
You're not going to kill me.
No, I've tried.
You love me. You
No.
love me. We are
No.
best friends. Drag says so.
Drag doesn't know what she's talking about. Drag, put me down!
The leader says it. It is true.
Yes,
Also,
Not
no
the
more,
must be true.
no more leaving. We make a pact right now. We've already had 3 friends leave. I don't think I could take another. All right.
Drag throws her hands out like we're gonna put them all in the middle.
Might as well whips out one of his needles. Alright.
Zoro put his hand in the middle and try to pull Midas's hand in the middle as well.
What the fuck?
Athletics check contested.
Let's do it.
Do it, go, come on.
Zarvis
Dang
Midas.
it. 7.
No!
Please roll a 1.
Can't make this shit up.
Yeah! This is why I play this game.
Let's
It's
go.
always Midas.
Best roll of the campaign.
You can't oppose teamwork and friendship.
No, you can't. It's literally the please roll a 1 and then it 2 minus 1.
Oh, it's amazing.
That's
Can't
so
get better.
beautiful. That's poetry right there.
It was
Midas
incredible.
really with a sigh as he like gets his hand taken away. He like pricks everybody's finger.
What's a blood pact?
The best pack.
All right, Eladrin, get your hand in here.
Hands in, all right? Or in this case, we will say feathers in. Fins in. No, ducks don't have
Wings
fins.
in.
Wings. Wings in.
Wings in.
We could say hands.
Or flippers.
On
That's
3.
not.
We
On
quack-
3.
We quack to friendship. We quack to no one leaving. Midas.
We quack.
Yes.
On 3, we quack for friendship.
We quack for Corey. We quack for
Quack for good.
quack for Nayland. We quack for Holgrim.
Olgi.
We quack for everybody. Okay.
We quack for all the ducks.
Okay. We are for all the ducks,
whole
present
flock.
and past. Past ducks, present ducks, future ducks, all of the ducks. On 3 ducks. 1, 2,
2.
3. Quack!
Quack.
Quack! 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 Quack!
We're going
Quack! How many quacks are we doing, Zar? You said the quacks
I
for
thought
this
it was
person,
1.
quacks for that. How many? Quack! I think I don't have enough
We
yet.
already did
Quack!
'em.
Quack!
Don't
I think we
quack.
also have to quack for what is the quack for friendship? Quack! With the quack for what is it? Teamwork? Quack! We have to quack for who is it? This quack! Did one of
Midas
the
just
quacks.
walk away.
1 quack to rule them all.
One quack.
Quack.
So as you guys are quacking away, Corey, you're kind of wiping tears from your eyes as
You hear the cracks.
as you hear the
Yeah,
quacks
she hears the
in
the quacks, and she's like just laughing to herself.
You hear the quacks in the distance, but you also hear something else happen.
Oh.
Ooh.
Corey,
Oh. Shit.
where are you going, Corey?
Oh. What do you mean?
I gave you explicit instructions, Corey.
Uh-oh.
My daughter is sick. I can't just leave her.
Of course you can leave her, Corey. Isn't my power more important for your future?
It's not more important than my daughter.
You know I don't like being disobeyed, Corey.
And she just ignores it as best she can, just like, and just starts like running faster.
Ignoring me, are you? You can't ignore me, Corey. I'm always with you. But
Just get out of my head!
if you really feel that way, maybe I will leave. And maybe I'll take all my gifts that I've given you with me.
What?
Did I stutter? And
Corey, you kind of feel that similar sensation that you did before in Vrenta when you first disobeyed your patron. That an acrid kind of taste comes into your mouth, and the smells of the city go away as you push further and further out from your group towards your daughter. You feel that magic that you had in your system dwindle a little bit. What was an intense, powerful magic is now kind of shrunk down to a small ember of what it was before.
Corey.
What?
When you decide to listen to me, then and only then will I give you what you want.
You can take it for all I care. Des means the world to me. I can't leave her.
And as you run out of the city limits of Balland towards your daughter, that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Ooh.
Oh my
Damn.
god!
Damn.
That was fucking cool.
What?
Ow.
Oh, it's fucking scary.
Holy hell!
Damn, that's crazy.
The voice of your patron is like,
The shit.
yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, it's so fucking cool.
The shit. Corey.
Genuinely, yeah, it's so terrifying. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, the fucking. Oh god.
Don't make deals with devils, kids.
Oh Jesus! H tap dancing Christ. That was so much.
Damn. How was that?
Fuck, dude.
That was so fucking fun to listen to.
Oh, Cam, you're in for it, man.
Yeah.
So fucking stoked.
Corey.
Nick Corey. So, oh god.
Yowza.
Yeah, that was spooky.
Yeah. That's just a taste of some of the horror in this campaign.
Yeah.
We've seen some shit.
Yeah. Wait till Eladrian gets in front of the stove. That's scary.
Oh my god.
So many constitution saves will be made.
Oh,
Is none of this one moving?
we're burning the crap
Tried
down
to make-
100%.
We tried to make some mushroom shit once, and that was not good.
Oh no!
We made like a mushroom patty.
It was like alive.
Yeah, it
Jesus Christ!
didn't go well.
Yeah.
But man,
We have fun here sometimes.
Lex,
Yeah.
you have been absolutely fantastic. I mean, I am so very grateful to have gotten to know you over the past year, to be able
And
to
you
call you
still
a
will.
friend.
Don't start with that. I will be back.
It's still
I'm
sad.
not
It's
leaving
still sad.
forever.
I can only imagine that you're going to be keeping up with everything that happens on all the YouTube videos and whatever,
absolutely.
and staying in the chat and being like, you guys are fucking ridiculous. So
Yep, I'm
We're-
gonna be in the streams when I can. Like, I love y'all so much. It was very hard to make the decision to just like step back for a bit, but I just gotta.
All good,
Yeah.
all good.
Mhm.
it's awesome. Proud of you,
We'll be eagerly awaiting your return.
without a
Aw.
doubt.
I love you guys so much.
We love you, Corey. Or Lexi.
Both. It's fine.
Switch.
Midas being like, please.
I'm coming with you.
She's like, you'll be okay here. He's like, I'd rather kill myself. So weak. Yeah, no, she will remember that for the rest of her days. She will never let Midas live that down.
It's gonna be so weird. Midas gonna be the only sane one again. No!
Hopefully the new person's sane.
Oh my
I said,
god!
Cam, now you gotta play someone as wacky as possible.
I may or may not sneeze fireballs centered on myself.
I like it.
Oh my god.
Yes! We'll add to the madness.
Midas is not gonna make it.
When Corey comes back, he's just gonna sob. He's just gonna fall to his knees. Like thank God.
Oh,
He's gonna look like a fucking traumatized, like, war vet. Just like the things I've seen.
I don't know how he's gonna make it. Because before we had Corey, we had Nayland,
Yeah.
so we always had somebody else from the balance his fucking sensibility.
A voice of reason.
Yeah,
Yes,
voice of
We have
reason.
multiple voices of reason.
You
He's
don't
the
need
only
a
one.
fucking voice of reason. Reason is boring. You don't need that
He's gonna
shit.
get outvoted every time.
Yeah.
You're
now
gonna
the
be
fun
outvoted.
wins.
You're gonna be completely outvoted every time.
Oh my god.
No mom to keep Czar back.
Yeah, not anymore.
Oh my god.
I feel like you can't vote if you don't have a driver's license, and Midas might be too old for it, so we'll be okay.
They took it away.
Damn. Get away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that was an unnecessary stray.
You're a hazard to yourself and others.
How old is Midas?
Midas is not that old!
He's as old as-
He's one
as
foot in the
old as
grave.
God.
God.
Yeah,
He wrote the Bible.
Okay, okay.
Have you seen?
For
You know how old
hell.
You know how old dirt is? He's older than that.
By actual numbers, yes, he's the oldest. But
Mhm.
by
Told ya.
the
Told
concept
ya.
of all the races, he is pretty young. He's an elf. He's
Mhm.
not that old. They all heard the
Yeah.
number and they ran with it.
Yeah, you're like fucking 78. You're
70?
fucking 1 foot in the grave.
Yeah, it's like we'll bring you back to the home after dinner. Yeah,
Oh my
tuck you in at night with your little bedpan here. Make sure to bring the nurse in case you need to, tinkle.
Did you sew any spare diapers, Midas?
That's why he has, conditioned his shit to always stay clean, because things happen under it.
Okay. Alright. Get your laughs in now.
But yeah,
we are.
Cam, when your character meets him, you just go, "Hey, Grandpa, what's up?"
Midas is going to kill him.
So stoked.
Toei barely made it alive.
I will put myself in life-threatening scenarios on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
this
yes.
group. That's being
Let's
around
go.
Midas.
I was like, Eladrin already goes to that.
Yeah.
Eladrin gets threatened at least once every hour on the hour.
Oh, at least. Yeah.
Gets
It's
tattooed.
That's not the first time he got stabbed by Midas.
Oh, no.
It's even better because when Midas tries to do a save roll or something to save it, he always fails it. So then it's just even funnier.
Yeah.
Oh, it's perfect.
Oh yeah,
Roll
yeah.
a one.
PvP is basically like an auto fail for
Done.
Midas at this point.
I stepped out
Like,
for a
he's
sec.
lost
Did he end up
every
getting the tattoo or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
I,
Get the tattoo.
I have a tramp stamp of Philippe, and when I said Philippe, that thing appeared. Whatever the drawing of Philippe showed up,
That creature.
like in real life. The creature showed up, and we're like, oh, So, parent, we'll see how that goes. That's gonna be fun.
That's beautiful.
Minus
Yeah.
many talents. What can I say?
Many talents.